Hello, I am Kendra Tillman, the author of You Are Stronger Than You Think, Lessons of Endurance in the Race of Faith. Welcome to week 5. We're talking about chapter 5 this week, persevering in your most valued relationships. And I thought it only appropriate for chapter 5 to welcome a special guest to help me do this week's video. And the special guest is my husband, Daniel Tillman. Daniel helped me write chapter 5, so I thought it would be great to have him help me talk a little bit about chapter 5.
So let me read a section from the book, chapter 5, page 79. And it says, in marriage, it's important to take the steps necessary to transform ourselves from a person focused on self to a person ready to make someone else the focus. And that takes some work.
Yes, it does.
And so I would say that anytime you're about to get married or you're wanting to enter into marriage, it's important to prepare yourself for the fact that everything is not going to be blue skies and roses.
That's right.
That there's going to be some things that you didn't expect, some pain that you're going to have to go through. And that's back to our race analogy.
And some good and some really great times.
Yes.
The good outweighs the bad.
Right. And I guess what I'm trying to say there is that what we all know about the good.
Yes.
But we don't think about, I need to stay in this even when it's not feeling good.
Right.
And you do. In order for those good points to really be pretty high points, you go through some other things to really appreciate those. So
yeah.
So let me read another section from the book.
Okay.
And I think this is very, very, very important to marriage. It's vital.
Okay.
It's critically
three berries,
important.
so it must be really important.
So this is page 81 at the bottom. It says focus in marriage is also important. Without focus, there's a tendency to isolate yourself from your spouse because we are naturally inclined to be selfish. We must focus on strengthening the bond between each other from day one so that we avoid the drift of isolation and enable closeness and togetherness and oneness. One thing we often miss in marriage is the need to continually educate ourselves. I think the Bible tells us as men to study our wives, to know them. And for me, study means to go and dig out, to research. And so that requires one thing that we've done in our marriage is, hey, we go to marriage seminars before we need a marriage seminar. We read books. We have a library on marriage.
That's right. We meet with a small group of
folks that we discuss marriage.
married
We
couples.
pray for each other. And what are we doing there? We're putting intense focus
That's right.
on the marriage so that we can steer it in the direction we want it to go.
That's right.
Because if we don't, then we end up drifting. And we end up wondering, well, what happened? Who are you? Who is that person over there? I don't know you, right? And that's because we didn't put the focus on it. Right? We focused on something else, and whatever we focus on, that grows.
That's right.
Right. So if you focus on your work, that's going to grow. If you focus on things outside of your marriage, those things are going to grow, and your marriage will lie in a bed of weeds. So, and we don't want that. Right?
That's
so
right.
That's the number one thing for marriage is to focus on it. To focus on it.
That's good.
Intense, like Dave Ramsey would say, gazelle intensity.
Yeah.
Right. So.
Yep. Put in the time. Important. Put in the time.
Yes.
Yep. I agree.
And the other part of this chapter, you talk about children.
Yes, parenting.
Right? Parenting. And that is another relationship that requires a great deal of endurance.
Yes, it is.
Because I think I said when my first child came into this world, everything changed. The world started to revolve around her.
Yes.
And I had to make some adjustments, right? Because there is no exit plan for parenting.
Right.
You're in it to win it.
That's right. I was like, you know my parenting scripture, Galatians 6:9. Do not grow weary in doing what is right, for in due season you will reap a harvest if you do not give up. Because parenting is definitely a long distance race. It is not a sprint.
Yes, it is not. It is not. And again, it's very rewarding.
Yes.
When you see your children starting to become independent,
right,
and do well. So
yeah, and the blessing that we leave a legacy with
Yes.
them on this earth.
Yes.
Because I know that was a question somebody once asked me, like, why have children, And it's not just, because you want to have children. It's because you get to leave a godly legacy on this earth when your children are, not when your children are, when you're gone. So,
And I think that's the plan of God. He placed that desire on us because that's a part of our endurance. Right. To leave that legacy so that they carry on even when we're gone.
That's right. So. All right. So chapter 5, persevering in your most valued relationships. So until I see you next time, happy reading.
Peace.
Daniel?
Yes, dear. So, chapter 5. I don't even know what chapter 5 is. Let me see.
It's the what about marriage and parenting?
Oh, I thought that was chapter 7.
Daniel, wow. All right.
So we're in chapter 5, right?
Yep, chapter 5.
All right, endurance to stay married. Actually, hold on. All right, let me read another section of the book then. I think this is very, 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 very important
Okay.
for marriage.
I think there's 3 berries.
It was more than that.
Oh, we got to do that again.